Let's do it. We're gonna do it. Hey everyone, it's Crystal.
And it's Tony.
And we decided that since we started off American Gods with a collaboration video, we should end the season.
The season, not the book,
No.
because the book is not done yet.
No, it is
We
not.
thought they might get through the book in the one season,
I was
but they
hoping
did
they
not.
kind of would.
They did not do that at all.
But they didn't even get to the part where I thought they were going to.
Yeah, the cliffhanger was not what you expected the cliffhanger to be.
Ooh. Okay, so to recap, American Gods by Neil Gaiman. There's your pretty book.
Pretty.
Is a show that is on Starz.
Starz.
And they had it running for May and June?
Yes.
Too much has happened since then.
Yeah, too much has happened since then. We should have done this a long time ago.
Should have done this a long time ago. First impressions of the show can be seen in the link below for both our channels. I'll make sure to add yours as well as mine. I did the, Battle of the Media, but just off of the first episode.
We kind of a hero profile on Shadow Moon, and we covered the first episode, and then we covered a lot more from
The book.
What's actually in the book.
Now, things have changed since then. In episode 1, we were shocked at how similar it was to the actual book.
And in subsequent episodes, they've veered from the book.
Not editing like some movies do where you just don't have enough time.
No, they've added things. They took us down roads that they did not take us down in the book. They put more information in, which is something that you don't see normally when they do an adaptation. They take things out that you thought should have been in there. No, they've added stuff and then stayed true to the book itself, which is just amazing.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing.
Minor characters in here that I would have loved to find out more about, they actually were like, you know what? Those guys are awesome. Let's make them a thing. And then let's get them together and then have their own storyline, which was ridiculously awesome, to be completely honest here.
My favorite character in the show now is the dead wife. I did not like her that much in the book, but now the dead wife is like, it's a thing.
She got her own episode too.
Yeah.
Just all about her whole background and story and where she's going now, and you're like, huh. Okay. And then Matt Sweeney, I love how they brought him back and how
showed like how he went from like fairly cool guy to what we're eventually going to see, where he's not in as good a shape.
But then they're also making him a fairly cool guy again, because that one point in time where dead wife was dead again.
Yeah, he
still didn't do anything dickish.
He did the honorable thing, which
shocked me.
Gonna screw him in the long run, pretty much.
Yes. Yes. Okay. One thing that I loved about the show, though, and I think you'd agree with me, is those Coming to America intros.
The Coming to America intros are
holy buckets.
They've done a lot of interesting things with those.
I love how they were pushing being a, middle class white female, them pushing those different cultures and like really giving you the honest truth behind them.
This is how this went.
Anasi, and y'all are fucked. Was like, it's true, but I can't believe you just said that. It was so good.
They did a lot of really cool things with the series. I was expecting it to be good. I didn't expect it to be this good. That's the thing. It's way better than I thought it was going to be. It's turned out to be a much greater thing than I could have pictured it being when I read the book.
Now, let's take it from an outsider's point of view. You and we read the book before this show came out, and so I was trying to talk with my brother about this, who had never read the book, and he heard us raving about episode 1, and so he's like, okay, I gotta watch it. And what do you think, because I haven't really gotten his point of view now that the series has ended, what do you think how do you think they did for trying to get the story that we fell in love with translated in that short amount of time, where if you were to take that part in the book It'd be very, very small, and you wouldn't even get half of the information that you got already.
Might pull like 3, maybe 4 seasons out of this based on what they've covered in the
Yeah,
book.
because I think they covered like this much.
Right? Like it's not that much.
Barely anything.
And they've given us a lot.
So much.
With the little bit that they covered in the book.
I mean, they brought in the new gods already.
Yeah.
They brought in Ostara already, and I loved all the Jesuses. Oh, I loved all the Jesuses.
The Jesuses were great. They didn't even cover Jesus in the book.
No.
Which is,
and not only
a whole other thing.
Was he part of the Ostara story, but then they had the Mexican Jesus as the Coming to America one that they did too.
Yeah.
With all the immigrants. Oh my God, Vulcan.
Oh,
Vulcan.
I loved that storyline.
I did too. And that wasn't in the book, was it?
No, it was not in the book. The second I saw it, I'm like, I know where this is going, and it's going to be awesome. And it was.
And seeing how some of the gods were translating to modern times to be able to still get the...
They need attention. They need
followers.
Worship. And how they've gone about it. Some are successful, others not so successful, which is kind of what this is all about when it comes down to it. Is the ones that are not successful feel like something needs to be done about this. If you think it's chaotic now, for those of you who watch the show, if you think it's chaotic now, just wait.
I can't wait until they finally get to Wisconsin. I'm excited to see how they do that, if they actually go to the place and use the place that shall not be named.
I'm sure they are.
I hope so.
I'm sure they are.
And then how are they going to do the story with Shadow Moon just in the small town? Are they going to do that?
I think that's going to be a whole season in and of itself.
And, it could be with how in-depth it was in the book.
Yeah.
We just wanted to do a wrap-up to go over what our initial thoughts were versus where they are now.
It's so much better than I thought it was going to be. It's so much better. It's insane.
It is. So check it out. And like I said before, I'll link our previous videos below. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us or pick up the book yourself. It's a fabulous book. I would recommend it to pretty much anybody, especially if you enjoy different religions, because it covers quite a bit. And it's very well diversified in their choices.
If somebody believes, it's out there somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, coming from a pagan perspective, I have studied multiple cultures, and really, paganism's almost like a pick-your-own-adventure book, and I mean, it is. I mean, to be completely honest, it is. And
it's a choose-your-own-god.
It is. And this show just kind of validated almost some of my beliefs, where it's like, I know you're still there. You might not be getting as much recognition, but I know you're there. And I know you're still badass. This is Crystal again.
And this is Tony.
And hopefully you check out both of our channels. Again, Digital and Vellum.
And Arc Crow.
And we will have his link for his channel below. And everybody, you have a fabulous rest of your day.